You already know who it is, CG. Yeah! What the fuck is up, gamers? Your boy, The Goods, and we're here for episode number 10. Whoa, what's that? A new tattoo? Oh my god, that's crazy. Episode number 10. Last time we used our hands and fingers. We might need to start breaking out our toes. Episode 10 is episode 10 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, there's clearly a contradiction here. And in this episode, we're going to find out what it is.
A contradiction? Where is this contradiction?
Oh, fuck. It's in her testimony just now? Hold on. Where's the test? In her testimony just... Okay, I thought so. It had been a second. I was letting the video upload and I got distracted, alright? Took a duke, it's whatever. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement.
And like Miss Morgan was like the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
It's true that at the time both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact?
How?
I can see that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. Quah! Let me get a drink.
He's gonna be like, order! Mr. Hyde, that's compelling evidence indeed.
Oh, I was wrong. He's gonna say,
But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way.
yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question.
Objection! Don't ask a question off a basis assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix.
Yeah.
The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now's the time for us to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Hyde, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place?
She was in the channeling chamber in prison! Miss Miney was here, of course.
Oh, but that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime.
Order! That's why
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding? Like what? Where? Like where was I hiding?
Okay. I present the space. I was gonna say I need to check because these fuck me up. I could double click. Oh, I didn't even click E. I just double clicked. Here, of course.
Behind the folding screen.
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind the folding screen.
See, you stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball!
No, Miss Miney. One so young shouldn't be saying,
Shut it, Gramps! As if you know exactly how old I am!
I'm sorry.
Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. I don't need to look at the walkthrough, bro. I kind of know what's happening here. Miss Miney, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
Ah! That tiny little box? No person can fit in that.
Sorry, but your theory's already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it.
Objection. But that's closing bolted in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove that the clothing box was at the scene of the crime? Or the time of the crime?
And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. In that... I present it again, right? Yeah, I present it again, okay. I thought so because it has a bullet in it. Take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This? What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already.
There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground.
A hole about 8 inches off the ground? Where have we heard that before?
The folding screen. It had a hole at the same length.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happens. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen, then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! It's getting heated. We're only 6 minutes in.
Order! So what do you say?
Objection! Then, Mr. Wright, what about this photo? Are you saying the person in this picture is Miss Eenie Miney?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Miney, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey.
To masquerade as Maya Fey?
She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No! Stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do that by herself.
You're right, it's not possible. You're right. You want to know why? It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is.
Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Well, wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct?
You can't be serious.
Miss Miney! You had an accomplice! This person! If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had to use that. You wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fey?
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier?
What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands! Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. That got a little intense. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed up in a medium's costume and wearing the wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected?
Yes. Dr. Gray was not actually dead! With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker, and that's why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Dog. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and...
After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room?
Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Click. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would be easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say?
This is the real truth behind this murder. Yo. We got him!
Who is that, laughing at a time like this?
Oh, you simple-minded fools! I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving?
She said, listen here, you fucking troglodytes! I don't know what kind of shit show this is. What is it this time?
Miss Von Karma, surely.
Of course it was me! Fucking idiots. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one crucial detail. In one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is a real murderer, why would she go to all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with a medium, pretending to be the one putting on the whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
Well, that's,
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miney want to kill Dr. Gray? What is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive.
Motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What reason she want Dr. Gray dead? The reason you want him dead is this. Which one do I... Newspaper clipping 2? I thought so. I thought so. Oh, okay. I thought I fucked up. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself.
Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing?
What do you mean by that?
Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm gonna explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over, half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. Besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know?
She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Ow!
Pathetic Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory.
What? Hello?
The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Miney has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there's no reason for Miss Morganfay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk-a-tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place.
What happened? I thought I had her for sure.
See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie.
Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miney.
Are we finished? Did we lose?
Hold it!
Who is that? Oh.
Hold it. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix.
Mia.
Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But regardless, that girl trained for this crime.
Really?
What? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. It's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miney had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I really do this? Yeah, I can. Yeah, fuck it. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what.
That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now.
I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miney had a motive.
It's too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination is already ended after all. Eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side! Hey! Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you're my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way! No way!
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a second here!
Ayo. To be continued. What do you mean to be continued? What do you even mean?
What are you even, like, talking about?
Hold on, you wanna overwrite that? There we go. Alright, let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it moving. Fuck! I need to take out that trash.
Is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Enid could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan.
That's terrible. Why would my aunt?
Everything's going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right? Who's that?
Everything's going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Miss Von Karma!
Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad.
Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation.
Ugh. Looking down on me, even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is.
Nah, she really said, I don't give a fuck about him. I give a fuck. I'm gonna beat your ass. Fuck you. Okay, what's done is done. I'm on you now.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
can you prove Miss Eenie Miney had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Miney and Dr. Gray have only one point of correct connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to the court about your car accident last year.
Huh? I thought, like, you wanted to ask about my, like, motive. I, like, don't see the point in, like, bringing up the past.
Miss Miney, if you please.
Okay, like, I totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
It'll do so much good, idiot.
That was, like, last year in May. Like, something really bad happened at, like, my sister's clinic around then. And, like, the night of the accident, my sis was, like, totally tired while she was driving. I was, like, totally pooped too, so I, like, fell asleep in the passenger seat.
Damn.
I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me. I, like, opened the door and, like, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident.
It was the talk of the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister.
Those are merely rumors, totally baseless gossip.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did, in fact, drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work on this from another angle. It just means press. I'm reading it because I don't want to hold. I think I can finish it this episode probably. So I gotta press the third one. Press harder and then do the license photo. Yeah, it was a terrible situation. Press harder. So why didn't you ask to switch places?
Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, you should have switched with her.
True.
But, like, I don't have a driver's license.
You what? This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney.
What do you mean you don't have a driver's license?
Please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway.
No way. Wait. What do you mean you don't have a driver's license? I got your license right here. What do you mean? Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now.
Like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license.
What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney?
That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident.
No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic doctor?
Yes, that perverted fake clinic doctor and
Ouch! No one cares! Witness, when did you receive a driver's license? Like last November.
what? November?
The accident happened last May. That's half a year's lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What the?
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license.
Ow!
Cry and my VIP will accommodate.
Anyway, without a driver's license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm like glad you get it, but like even if I had my license, I like don't think my sis would have like let me drive.
Don't just stand there to yourself. Not you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway?
That's because
I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Miney, if you please.
like how annoying. Oops, like sorry, didn't mean to be mean.
Oh shit. Okay, so press the third statement here.
Like around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. My sis was like this totally big fan of cars and like really valued them. She like had just gotten this really shiny bright red sports car. She like would say things like, "No way am I letting a noob drive my car." So like that's why I ended up getting in the passenger seat that night too.
Alright, like 8 minutes.
I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness.
I don't know shit about cars, but I can press her. So I get to... Okay, I'm like right there. So I press here. Press here. It was a new car?
Yeah, she had like just gotten it. It was like from the UK.
The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials?
And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive.
You press harder. Your Honor. Yes.
Yes.
Please have the witness amend what she just said to her statement.
You mean the part about it being a special import car?
Yes.
Well, if you like cars that much, then
That's not my point! To be honest, I don't know what the point is either.
Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever.
So what do I do? So I present newspaper clipping 2. Why? Why? Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and got out. That's correct, isn't it?
Like, why are you suddenly?
Oh, she was driving in the UK. They had the driver on the right side. Oh! 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 Oh shit!
Why are you asking me about that?
Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right?
Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side.
That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car.
Opposite?
The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side.
Ah! What do you mean by this?
Miss Miney, you said you'd escape using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, that would mean you were in the driver's seat. Ah! Oh my god.
Order! Order in the court! Order! 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 Ah!
Mr. Wright, this is proper nonsense again. Edie said the person driving was her older sister, a Meanie Miney.
That's what Aini said, yeah, but that's where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. This is what I was talking about. If we connect all the dots, that can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eenie or Mimi, who was really driving that night? It was Mimi. The answer is the only person who had a driver's license, Mimi Miney. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive.
But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Miney, was the one in the driver's seat.
Which leads us to the next question.
Next question.
I fucked that up. Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now?
What sort of idiotic rules is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The witness's name... The witness's name is...
I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness's real name is Mimi Miney. When they did the surgery, they just found a body in an ID card, and it was the sister's ID card, and it was fucking her body. Oh no, it was the my bad. It was the sister. It was Enie's picture. It was Enie's picture because the license burned up. It was her picture she was getting so that she could get her license. But it was Mimi's body. Mimi Miney. That is your real name.
Objection. All the foolish dribble. Then how do you explain her appearance?
This witness had severe facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture.
Facial reconstruction surgery?
This is the picture she gave the doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister!
No! But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident.
That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case.
Then the body they found at the crash site.
That was the body of the real Eenie Miney. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? I got her! I caught her now! That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Miney. Her sister Mimi then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray.
What do you mean?
What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive! And the fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs!
And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed.
Well, Miss Eek.
Why did you say my name just now?
Looks like I've been unmasked.
Witness?
That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close.
But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister?
I think I understand why. Mimi wanted her old self to disappear because of this. Was it newspaper clipping 1? Yeah, I thought so.
That's about the malpractice incident.
Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse, a nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister.
The timing couldn't have been worse.
14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear.
I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way.
She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her last chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister.
Unbelievable! A plan beyond my wildest imagination!
That jerk! If only he hadn't thought of channeling Mumbo Jumbo!
Mumbo Jumbo?
Becoming Eenie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling the occult, I hate it all!
I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Miney choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant Maya Fay.
This is preposterous! I'm perfect! Me, Franziska von Karma!
I'm gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma.
How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Ow! Oh! Ah! Ow! 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 Fuck that bitch! Stop it! Ah! 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 And one more for good measure!
Damn!
She said, I'm.
Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix, Phoenix! This court is a fraud! A sham!
Now then, it looks like it'll be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness, so I'll go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Oh man! Congratulations, Maya.
Sis!
Spitting on the fucking thing. That's a cute picture. I like that. That's a cute picture.
It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right.
There's still one thing I don't quite get.
What's that?
What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot.
I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself, and then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder. She had planned it down to the smallest
detail, huh?
Nick!
Congratulations, Maya!
Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out of another jam.
Well, you know.
But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick.
Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be?
Nick, please, I need an answer.
I know why. It's little Pearly. She wanted Pearly to be the next matriarch.
Pearly?
4 years from now, a new master will be born into Crane Village. And that person will be you, Maya.
And?
But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then?
The Branch family, my aunt.
No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's.
Ah!
Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearl's would be the next master.
Yeah, I can see that.
Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying I thought so. That's fucked. Why she look like a Muppet, though? She look like a little Muppet. Date and time unknown detention center, solitary confinement cell 13.
My precious Pearl, you are the only one suitable to be the master of Crane, dear child. I have sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless-brained family girl, that Maya Fey.
No shit.
But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come.
Jail. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Turnabout big time. Yeah, save my progress, bro. Save my progress. Thank y'all for watching this shit with me. It has absolutely been a blast. For now, I'm gonna get the fuck up out. It's been way too long for an episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.